Hi everyone, this is me, Summer Kelly here, back with another video. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. As you can see, I am not singing nor playing guitar. This is a non-musical video, my first one in a few weeks. For those of you who enjoyed my previous music videos, I would encourage you to go back and watch them. Essentially because Lord willing, later this week and earlier this year, I'm going to have more music videos of me giving God all the glory, honor, praise for His name, and song. So I was thinking, planning, and praying and make this video a lot of what is going on this month. The title I have for this video is called Mental Health Awareness Month from a Christian perspective. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some things that the Lord has revealed to me, things that we could do to be a blessing to others, but as well as to help ourselves, as well as to bring healing to the world. The first point I want to make is that trauma can impact your perspective. It is well documented when doctors and psychologists have talked to patients and interviewed them and even try to help treat them. It is well known that trauma can impact your perspective, whether it be something that happened like September 11th, things like COVID, or things like what happened to Charlie Kirk being murdered this past year, or any other significant event. It is well known that those events have a significant impact on people's lives, and you don't look at the world the same. And I'm sure many of you can think of situations in your own life, tragedies that have happened. You're like, man, this has forever altered my life. And so trauma can definitely impact a person's perspective on life. That's the first point I want to make. The second point I want to make is that trauma can impact your physical body. Um, Even doctors have done research on this, and that it's well documented diseases such as osteoporosis, cancer, lower back pain, or even things like arthritis are directly linked to emotional trauma. And I'm not saying all sicknesses are like that, but it is well documented that certain sicknesses certainly contribute to it. And so maybe you're watching this, maybe you or a loved one that's in constant physical pain. You need to go get medicine and go to the doctor, but you also need to ask, could there be some emotional trauma going on that's contributing to this physical pain? I'm not saying all sicknesses are like that, but that's something to consider looking into. That's the second point I want to make. The third point I want to make is that trauma can impact our relationships, whether you were someone who was betrayed, someone that was backstabbed, someone that was taken advantage of, whether you were a child or an adult. I can imagine has impacted the way you look at relationships. Maybe you're hesitant to trust. Maybe you're hesitant to open your heart or to form new connections, because maybe there was unhealthy relationships that you dealt with in the past that's making you fear to connect with healthy relationships. So that's something to consider. I've been through that. I'm sure many of you watching have been through that. You probably have loved ones that have been through that, it complicates the way that you bond with people because of trauma. The next point I want to make about trauma is that it impacts the way you view God. And one pastor or Christian psychologist put it like this: people can have either extreme, whether they go through trauma and it makes them hate God or want nothing to do with God, or they don't want to serve God no more. But then there's another group that they may believe there's a God, but it impacts the way that they view God's love. And so that's a very hard place to be. I've been there. I'm sure many of you have been as well. And the last point I want to make is that God can heal our minds. If we can believe God to heal our physical bodies, Jesus save our souls, then certainly we should believe God to heal our minds of anything. Those are things I want to share with you guys. I didn't want this video to be about. To recap the points that I made is that trauma can impact your perspective. It can impact your physical health. It can impact your relationships. It can impact the way you view God. But also know that God can heal our minds. It's to be a blessing. May you like, subscribe, and share with those you know and love. For those of you parents who are looking for a faith-based Christ-centered kids club, go on my website, younglifecenteronline.com, and to register for that, enrollments are open for that. If you're a lady looking to connect with me, you can go to my website, womenswarriorsacademy.com. And I want y'all to know that mental health matters and impacts Christians and non-Christians alike. These are things that need to be addressed. So if you're a loved one who's struggling, don't hesitate to get help from God or from counseling, and to reach out to loved ones. This is a very important issue, something I've walked through personally, and Christians and non-Christians ever need to know that they are not alone. So that's what this video matters. So this is what I want to share with you guys today. I hope you share this video. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great week. Thank you.